Hi guys, today we'll be sketching and painting some blueberries. So let's get straight into it by doing a rough pencil sketch. Think of the shape as a flattened circle. You can pull out a reference image from Google. This helps you with the composition. And you can overlap them, draw as many as you want or as little as you want. I'm circling the areas that would represent the tops of the blueberries. Do them at different angles. This makes it look a lot more natural and more dynamic. If you pay attention, you'll see that the tops of the blueberries have a star shape. I'm just quickly sketching these in. These do not have to be perfect. It's very loose and rough. That's just the kind of sketchy look we're going for today. One thing to note that's really important is the highlights should all be at the same direction and the shadows should be opposite that, all in the same direction. This really helps it bring it to life and makes the painting look less flat. I'm going over this in ink. You can keep it in pencil if you like, paint it with watercolors and then rub out the pencil marks. This is just my own preference. I like the ink and watercolor look together. You can draw some hatching or line work as you please. Another important thing to note is that the shape of the berry is a 3D shape. It's not 2D. So follow the curvature of the berry with your brush marks. This helps it look a lot more natural. We'll be painting in 3 layers today, using a light tone of blue, a mid tone of blue, and a dark tone of blue. Then for the shadows, I like using a muted purple color, but you can choose any muted color you like. So I'm going over the blueberries with the lightest shade of blue first. And then we're going to go in with our medium shade of blue when it's slightly wet. This just helps it to blend into it a lot more easier. Try to leave out some of the area so that the first layer can shine through. This helps with the highlights. Don't worry if you go over the line slightly. All you need to do is get a dry watercolor brush and just wipe the area clean. Now I'm using a dark blue to fill in the tops of the blueberries. These don't have to be perfect. We can neaten it out towards the end. Now I'm using the darkest shade of blue for the darkest value. Try to keep this towards the base of the berries and remember to follow the brush strokes. Just blending it out till I'm happy with what I have. Now I'm doing the shadows with the muted purple and keeping it all at the same angle and on the same side. So we're doing all the shadows on the left side today and the highlights will be kept towards the right. One thing with watercolor is that when it dries, it does become a lot lighter. So it's just my preference to have the colors a little bit more saturated. That's why I'm just going in with a more intense blue towards the outer side of the berries. And towards the tops of the berries, I'm trying to keep it a little bit lighter there for the highlights. And then intensifying the shadows at the base of the berries with a darker purple. and then blending them out. This is my favorite part. I'm going in with a white gel pen. You can use gouache too. This is helping with the highlights and bringing the texture back into the sketch. Remember to follow the curvature of the berry. Use a stippling motion. This helps with the texture. And then I'm just going over the base of the berries with a darker ink stroke. This just helps it make it look like it's sitting on a surface rather than floating in the air. And then just darkening the tops of it. Again, this is all personal preference. You do not have to do this. You can leave it a few steps before this. It's always difficult to know when to stop the painting and not overwork it. Again, going and intensifying the shadows. Just blending it out. So blend, blend, blend. And this is basically it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and that it was helpful to you. Do let me know if you have any questions at all. And if there is anything else you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I shall speak to you soon.